Hey everyone, welcome to this Wise as Serpents video podcast. My name is Frank. I'm the host of Wise as Serpents, and I more or less run and maintain the Revelations Radio Network. To start off, I want to be clear about a couple things, as they've been called into question kind of again. I really made it a point going back a year or so ago to almost in every show maintain the fact and state the fact over and over again. I am not a pastor, not a preacher. I'm not an elder. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a little schlub that has a computer and a microphone and obviously a webcam and just trying to serve God and let people know what's going on in the world. So that having been said, I've got a few issues that I have to address publicly here. I'm kind of uncomfortable doing it. I'm kind of uncomfortable with this whole thing, but I figure, why not? As far as this episode, I feel like I need to talk about it publicly because there's obviously been a lot going on with the network lately, and I know that a lot of people actually have some idea of what's been going on, and I don't like feeling like we've got this secret society of podcasters that never talk to anybody about anything, and everything is done in secret. And I don't think that's necessarily a very Christian way of maintaining our integrity as far as you guys are concerned. And like I said, not a pastor. I'm not, I don't view myself in any way as any different than you are. And so I think kind of by always handling these things in the behind closed doors, we can give off that aura of being a little bit different or a little bit special, or we view ourselves as whatever. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. Now, I guess things on the network are going to be done slightly differently now. I don't guess, I know. And I'm doing this completely unilaterally. I've talked to everybody about it, and they pretty much agreed. I mean, I gave them one of two options. Either I am in charge of what's going on the network and who goes on the network, etc., or you guys just pick it. I give you guys the passwords, you put whatever you want up, and I wash my hands of it. And I had to do that because I truly feel burdened about a lot of stuff. I don't want to say a lot of stuff, but some things that are going out on the network. And I'm totally uncomfortable with it, and I am completely convinced now that I am spiritually on the hook for it. And, I don't want to ever dictate to people what they have to believe. I don't ever want to dictate to people what denominational slant they have to have, or, what concept they have about the rapture when it's, I don't like this view, so you have to espouse that. It's not about that. It's about sound doctrine. And I've talked to a couple people about some of this stuff, and, it's complicated. We got into a very heated dispute with a listener who sent out an email, and it went to a few people, and it was specifically talking about the Hebrew Roots movement. And I didn't react especially well to it. I didn't understand what the Hebrew Roots movement was. I don't want to make excuses. I mean, I am, like I said, I view myself totally on the hook for this stuff. And, it just got into this really horrible experience for everyone on the network. I mean, these emails were, I don't even want to get into it. But what I can say is this, and what I will say is this. Everyone, I honestly want everyone to know this. If you have concerns about any of the material going out on our shows, please contact the host of that show. Don't view us as, I don't know, 4 steps above you or something, and you feel like you can only go to the people you've talked to before, you're comfortable with. Challenge us. Talk to us. But do it lovingly. From my own experience now, I can honestly say that this entire blow-up, this ordeal that turned itself quickly. It spiraled into a spiritual attack quickly. And to be blunt, there was a lot of pride being espoused on either side of the argument, and for myself as well. And when someone slaps you in the face, or you feel like someone has slapped you in the face, you're not going to be so quick to listen to them. You're not going to want to even contemplate their perspective on things. That's just human nature. And I guess once things kind of cooled down and I had moved and whatever, I told this person point blank, I will look into it. I will look into it. I don't appreciate, the way you've handled this, but I will take the time to dig into it. And I did. And I can honestly say, and it is extremely easy for me to do so, but probably wouldn't have been a couple weeks ago, I'm appalled at some of the stuff that I was unwittingly defending because I was full of pride. And that's not to say the person emailing wasn't as well, but that's completely beside the point. The point is the spiritual integrity of this network and how important it is. I feel that it is extremely important. And we have people coming in all the time that are new listeners that are either undergoing a massive paradigm shift as they're figuring out what's going on in the world and they're vulnerable to an awful lot, or we've got people who are, just looking for answers, and that's why they're listening. They want information as far as what's going on, and I think a lot of people have formulated a lot of theories and whatnot, and they're just kind of looking to fill in the blanks. And we have to be extremely careful how we fill in those blanks and how we fill in, more specifically, those spiritual blanks. So, acting completely unilaterally, right? This is me. And I am, in some ways, going to be changing the way material is aired on the network. And when things are, like I said, I don't have to agree with everything that goes out. And I certainly will never find anyone, I don't believe I'll ever find anyone that I will view eye to eye, see God and everything within the Bible completely 100% lockstep in sync with them. I don't think that that's ever going to happen. If it does, awesome, but I don't think it's going to. But I don't begrudge people. I don't look down on them. I don't judge them. It's not my place to. So it's not about that, but it is about scripturally, spiritually sound doctrine. And that's pretty much where I'm at now. So start digging into the Hebrew root stuff, and what I found was not easy to swallow. It really wasn't easy to swallow. And I understand that there are people on this network that really are enthralled with it. And so what I want to make clear is I'm not attacking anyone, a host, a listener. I don't care who you are. I just don't care. I'm not here to point a finger at you. I'm not here to scold you for, studying this stuff or for even putting it out. It's my fault it went out on the network. It's no one else's but my own. So I guess I'll kind of wrap up part 1 here, and then I'll jump into the things that I feel I need to correct as far as what has gone out on the network recently, as far as a lot of this Hebrew root stuff. And so I guess this will be end of part 1, and I'll be right back to jump into part 2.